Thank you all for your patience. Captain Falcon doesn't belong here. Captain Falcon may not belong, but you know what does? I feel like this is a candle game, right? Tell me I'm wrong about that. You're not going to, because I'm not. My new toilet seat is in the way. I have to... Gotta move my toilet seat with whisper close technology out of the way of my drawer. So that I can put the, put my controller back in there. There we go. And toilet seat cam. Live toilet seat cam. Fresh toilet seat reaction. That would bring some real freaks here. What if, hold on. I'm about to do something so outrageous. This is the most Mad Lad thing. Hold on. Isn't that the most outrageous thing you've ever seen? I kind of want to sit in it, but I also am afraid that like some sharp corner of plastic is going to poke through this chair. Where does he come up with this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's why I'm one of the chosen few to be a content creator. Anyway, install that Capital One app if you could, please. Thank you. Sometimes I want to joke about being a shitty content creator, and I think I just sound like a shitty content creator. Here's a review for this game that I think you will appreciate. Not recommended. Not recommended. All right. Out here. Nice presentation and intriguing premise, but too much blasphemy. Strange in a title where clearly a lot of historical research has been brought to bear. There is an explicable tendency for characters to take the Lord's name in vain. Regrettable and sad. Refunded. We gotta guard our minds. We can't let the devil in. And that includes blaspheming the Lord. The Lord! New game. Wait a minute. Candle. Again, gotta shout out the boys. This is the Hang Time scent. Smells like vacation. There it is. And that means it smells amazing. Also got a lot of mileage out of this candle, gotta admit. In the name of the Lord. I didn't trim the wick at all. Can you fuck your neighbor's wife in this, or is that a different kind of blasphemy? I think that depends what rank you have in the church, how that adds up. There we go. A humble fire for the Lord. I hope the warming glow pleases you, my lord. Absolutely stylized fonts. Save it, baby. Oh. Get out of here, book. Get out. No. Mind be empty. Page be blank. Erasing history. No such thing as blasphemy when it's all erased. Oh, this is real classy. Oh, this is big time classy. I'm glad I broke out the candle for this. That parchment texture. Given the breadth of what life had to offer, realistically offer, I feel like being a scribe may not have been the worst job. Or maybe traditionally scribes also had to like do people's food for them or something. Pentiment, the underlying image in a painting, especially one that has become visible when the top layer of paint has turned transparent with age, providing evidence of revision by the artist. The abbot said to me, Andreas. Oh. I guess you get to choose like your character based on the dialogue options you pick. I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. My John Pentiment is gonna be a lady killer. I gotta bang all the wives. Up to the devil's work again, are you? Don't encourage him. Devotion. Socrates is here. Okay. Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind superlative to those of the body. Either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I said it's not my fault that God made me this handsome. Gets a chuckle out of the jester, that's good. You're insufferable. Alas, this Christian faith views desire less favorably than I did in my time. Oh. Perhaps this longing for you will instill in them a greater appreciation for beauty. Right? Try telling that to the abbot next time, Andreas. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone he's never met, hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher, and nobody wants that. Oh, Jesus. There's that blasphemy. Tisk tisk. And you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. It's growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Well, I can't always dream of this place, your majesty. So charming. Of course, if you are not here by tomorrow night. If you're not here tomorrow night, I pray you will be someplace as pleasant. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. So he's not Socrates. Wait, no, he's Socrates. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. I don't know why Socrates is here. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. Like this guy. Ow. At least I would if they would stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. These dudes fucking just beat the shit out of each other. This is indeed a ship of fools. I even looking at right now? This fucking music? This dude dooting on the, on the trumpet? Wind's up here. That's a butt. I know. God. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. He'll be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. That's no way to think about it. You need to stand up for yourself. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. The ink spatter. Would you please stop? I give up. Take me home, Grobian. As you wish, Andreas. Ah, it all comes together. Good morning, Ursula. Goom under. Man. Using like handwriting and font to imply delivery is so good. Oh, that's cute. Dang, that's cute. Let me get up. Yep. Been waiting for this game for a while. Finally had the chance to play a bit of it yesterday. It's great. The art is beautiful, and the dialogue is fun to immerse yourself in. Hope you enjoy, Chat and Lawrence. Oh, you couldn't see her. Oh, no. Oh, how tragic. I'll have you know that Ursula was very cute. Ooh. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can start work at the Scriptorium. You can kind of see where the quill goes back into the inkwell. Brother Piero of Verona, artist of Kearsarge Abbey, known for his kindness and helpful nature. Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter specializing in works of extraordinary color. Neat. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, Heptameron, Prior Frenner. Oh. Frenner keeps giving me all these books to read. I should clean this up. I'll have to find some kind of rhythm about what I read and what I don't, I think. Why are things underlined? It seems like proper nouns are underlined. Names and places. There's Ursula. Look at how cute she is. Andreas. Hello, Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Ordinary as far as sleeping goes. As long as you didn't sleep poorly. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. I love how it pauses, too. It pauses when the, like, dipping happens, and then the text comes back. It's interesting, too, because that being present in the text is... Not only is it a reflection of the name of the game, but also the very first thing you do is, like, erase... I'm gonna guess that's gonna be core to the mystery. Oh, if you click on the underlined terms, it opens up a glossary explaining them. Okay. Man, that's pretty classic, like, CRPG stuff, then. And wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey? Otto. Okay. Is it just his picture? Is that Otto? Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Yeah, the art in this is just so nice to look at so far. So, like, charming. It's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. Who's Peter? Okay. Okay. So it's just a quick reference for you to, like, remember who they are. That's one of the things I've always found pretty interesting about RPGs with a lot of characters. Is kind of introducing characters and talking about them and trying to establish these interwoven relationships. But not just relying on text to do it. And some interesting stuff about that. I feel like God of War Ragnarok did that a lot. Where it doesn't just rely on telling you what to do in a sentence on screen. It like demonstrates it in multiple ways. Okay, what is this? Do I get to think about something? Not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Oh, okay. You're the 3 characters in your head? I'll be Socrates for a moment. You are under no obligation to pay, but the gardeners will suffer for it. I want to help them, but I don't want to be taken advantage of. Oh, okay. So you can ask for advice, basically. You get to, like, try out a dialogue option before you choose it, and it feels like those characters are there to sort of give you the gist of what will happen. That's really interesting. I thought Life is Strange was pretty fascinating with basically having a rewind. The Getty Center in LA has a collection of lots of illuminated manuscripts. They look incredible. Oh, I saw the exhibit that they did there with the medieval bestiaries and stuff. That was really fun and really educational too. I really enjoyed that. I need to go check this out. Cybertron, hello. Pablo 6-Shooter, I think I missed your sub, but thank you very much. That's a great mechanic. If that's what it is, it's the first time I've seen it, so I may be assuming it's breadth. But if that's how it's meant to function, that's pretty great. Yeah, Nick, I actually did see that Bethesda statement. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything. Or rather, it says the things they have to say publicly because it's a legal thing now. How many pets can you pet if you could pet a pet? Oh, a lot of pets. Maybe like 200 pets. I can pay but not be happy about it. I suppose that's not out of the question. Yes, I think I can manage that. It's awful to be stuck in such a position. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. Who's Peter again? That guy. Bucket hat. Like that long finger. St. Luke bless you for helping us out. Who's St. Luke? Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Well, thank you for that. Speaking of St. Luke, how's your masterpiece coming along? Been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent working for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Ferenc the nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of Saint Benedict. Allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I'll go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university, and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you had ahead of you. You have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after her. Ooh. A little too much fun. Must be rather frightening starting all over again. It is, but I know this is what I want to do. Oh. How many people get to decide that? Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. That's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. I'll see you after Vespers for supper. What's Vespers? Ah. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Klaus! He seems nice. He invited me over for supper. Of course he's nice. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Till later, Clara. Alright, well that was one conversation with one NPC. Oh, okay. I didn't know how hard this game was going to go when it comes to just like random convos. Oh yeah. Talk to him about rent. Well, maybe not. Bill Peter. Bless you, Andreas. Oh yes, Andreas. This weather's been awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. Wait, why? The gods get... Oh, because they have to change ink. That's why. Haven't seen any blasphemy yet. There's some blasphemy for you. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Well, of course, they wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows the old ways anymore. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. Oh, baby. It's getting sussed in here. He didn't mind if we left a little offering. Ooh, wait. Perchta? Pagan goddess of the Alps. Ah. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Pachta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias kind of knew that God was in our hearts. Christ, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. Huh. You think the spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Sharper than you look, eh? The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Renning Kemper knew that. Alright. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. What do these traditions entail? Yes, Cybertron, that is a real-life feed of a candle on my desk right now. When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Oh, how interesting. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Well, now I know how to not get my soul stolen. So that's a benefit for me. Morning, Andreas. We got Big Jorg. Or is it Jorg? I like those dumb-looking pigs. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with a plow, and it took me God knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming, though. Huh. Smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your wander year? Oh, wandering years, during which a journeyman or artist or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. I need to take one of those. Take a year to travel the world gaming and improve my craft. Ooh. Italia. Italy, Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Italy? No wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big Yorg. I just spent all the time in Italy doing anyway. That's cool. They mark dialogue that's tied to a decision you made. I love that games are getting way more explicit about pointing out what's happening and why. It doesn't really break the immersion. I think that was always the concern before, or that if they were explicit with it, it would ruin the illusion of choice, because it would become very obvious how much, or maybe how little choice there actually was. Other than art, I mean. Oh, okay. I think hedonism. Just does what feels good. Italian women are beautiful and the wine is exquisite. What do you think I spent my time doing? Sounds like fun, but you better not let Father Thomas hear about it. Sorry, my throat's getting all kinds of crackly. Jeez. Why not? Priests tell us to emulate the lives of the saints. I revere Saint Augustine, who said, "Lord, make me chaste, but not yet." Want to see what... Ah, no picture? You say so, Andreas. Still think you're going to get in trouble with Father Thomas. York! Anyway, I gotta get going. York! Let's go! Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get the rock out. See you later, Andreas. Till later. As a doctor, I recommend menthols for that throat irritation. Yeah, just some calming smoke to really smooth everything down. God. Yes! Look at the sheep! Yeah. And there's all kinds of shit going on. God damn. Hello, Andreas. Andreas Schmidt's smithy? So much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. Got such a shitty little face. Look at him. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Just sheep everywhere. Ooh. Yes, let's go in on Martin. Okay, so I guess you get to... Should I offer to help? Okay. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my face right now. Hey, Dr. Walrus. What's this game about? I don't know. I'm just kind of walking around. I'm trying to make my way to the Abbey. And I'm having to slow down to the pace of What, the 1600s? Here. That idiot Martin should be helping him. Yell at him. Give him a good scare. Hee hee. That's presumptuous. I'm not close to their family. Huh. That's interesting. So I, as my character, even spoke against the dialogue choice that I, as a player, made. Ah, interesting. There's something I can do to help. You ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh, look. There's something going up at the Steinauer's place? Oh, Steinauer's place. Yeah, the art style is super fun. It's really fun to see all the animations. They're just really expressive. Who's that one on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin. Luck is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Why are some of these underlined, I wonder? Oh, underlined means I've looked at them before, I guess. Knock two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? What a little shit. Yes, Ewido, I am. I think streaming at 936p takes just the right amount of edge off of the encoder so that I can kind of keep the encoding quality a bit higher. Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Yeah, all these dang sheep. Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course, see you later. I guess that means this ends the conversation. Don't work too hard, Martin. Zinged him. Are you having difficulty reading the text? It's very heavily stylized. Or is it because it's too small on your display? Oh, he's a typesetter? Wow. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. Okay, I didn't know if it was going to do that. If it was going to do that animation every time. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. What do they look like? Bert! I want to see Bert. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Ooh, titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He's also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Ha ha! Classic Till. Hey, Mikey, good to see you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I've just learned about Till Eulenspiegel. We all get tilled at one point or another, don't we? Didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... Oh, jeez. Oh, can I burn him up? Bet those woodcuts are something else, right? I want to see those now. He's just like Bullseye throwing turds into people's mouths. Oh my gosh, I just saw the little people up here. Beautiful. I can't roast him too hard because I'm gonna have supper with him tonight and I don't want him slipping a little doo-doo into my food. Yeah, really good to see you. Congratulations on the launch of the game. Adventure stories of questionable moral repute. I'm going to take the easy out. He doesn't mind those so much, actually. No? As long as they don't get too carnal. Oh. What's up for tonight after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great. I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. Oh, Klaus. Let's get to meet everybody. God bless, Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. Oh, can I brush by this guy? He's gonna want to talk. Look at him. Look at him. He's so happy you're there. He's been waiting. He's just been sitting around thinking about things to say to you. I wonder what the human condition would be like when everyone has nothing but time. I mean, I guess everybody's laboring, but I feel like in LA, everyone I know is like adjacent to content creation, and there's always that kind of buzz to always be doing something. Yeah, just bored of life. Hustling TM, exactly, yes. Everybody's alpha grind setting. So like social events have to kind of be planned and carved out of people's schedules, so the atmosphere is different than just rolling up on some dude who's had nothing to do but sit there for 4 hours and think. Sitting in the park, listening to birds. I need to do more of that. It's actually, it's very telling how difficult it can be to sit in quiet and be at peace with yourself for like 10, 15 minutes. No phone, no IQ. Just bird chirps. When I have nothing to do, I paint and stare in the abyss, visit my neighbors, and we talk about bullshit. That's a good trifecta of stuff. I usually just end up playing a video game with less brain power required. But yeah, I've been dedicating more time to hanging out or hammock time. Just chilling. Hard to just chill sometimes. Just found out there's a whole field of neuroscience studying content consumption and purchasing. Kind of scary. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like 5 or 6 stages beyond what people think about on the consumer end of things. Because the machine's always been turning. It's always been thinking. My ADHD will sometimes hyper unfocus and I just sit and do nothing for 20 minutes. This happens a lot more when I'm high. Well, yeah, I think everybody has gaps where they just kind of like shut down while they're high, for sure. I guess I can't speak to the ADHD side of it. I think that's not quite how my brain ticks along, but that's why you got to make sure you have an activity plan first. Before you spoink the doink, make sure that like the movie's queued up or something. Make sure that the Planet Earth Blu-ray is firmly seated inside the console and ready to go. Anyway, let's hear what this guy's got to say. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm just on my way up the hill to get to work. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at morning mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Yeah. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. This asshole can't make you go to mass. To hell with him. Actually, I think he can make me go. Shit. Oh, he can? So I'm gonna go for it. Andreas, do you think I like saying these silly things to people to get them to come to church? Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mailer, this is Lawrence, Baron of Rothvogel? Oh my god. Sorry, my throat's going bananas. I have to step away for just a second. Whew, okay, just had to take a little break and sip some water, I guess. Master Mailer, this is Lawrence, Baron of the countryside of Worms. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Oh? Hey, what's up, Hero for Hire? My day's been great. Been just great. I got to start streaming at like 11, and I get to basically stream all day, so... Just gaming, hanging out with people, playing new games. There's a lot of good stuff out now. I mean, it has a certain charm coming to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's Diet. Imperial Diet is an assembly of 3 colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. Ah. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him over the painter. Oh. How was Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago. Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's Jews now live in their own quarter in the north. The city's artists are still producing wonderful work. Titian, in particular, is a god? Oh. Titian? No offense, Father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay for a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kiersau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed. By good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia... What is that? Is that a T? Tassier. Account of the early history of Tassing. Kiersau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the Abbey as a gift. Wait, hold on. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Me when they tell me they're out of cold brew. That's me right there. Sip on my coffee. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. Oh yeah, who's this guy? It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes. But I must be off. There'll be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Yeah, who's Father Gernot? Ah, okay. Or Gernot, maybe? Oh, my lord, if you've come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here. Not quite a true master yet, and I still have to marry to be approved by our city council. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey Scriptorium, a room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. They're typically associated with monasteries. They have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. A Nuremberg artist who's working in an Abbey Scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Well, I'm already late to the Abbey, but I suppose it's all right. Of course it is. I'll have a word with the abbot if he makes a fuss. And if he still makes a fuss, I'll have a word with the Prince Bishop of Freising. Good friend of mine. The Prince Bishop of Freising. All right. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta ditch my homie? Did the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do, refuse us? Excellent. We'll see you then. Nicholas, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mela. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt, wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Oh boy. We're about to be Protestant up in here? Ooh. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him in trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no, he was a few years ahead of me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this a trap? Maybe I'm getting sussed out. I'm going to say that I don't care. His ideas don't hold too much interest for me, I'm afraid. Oh, nonsense. Even if you disagree with him, how can the ideas not hold your interest? I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they've even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Oh, that's right. Indulgences. I forgot. You could just fucking buy like a church pardon. Were they like literal things? Could you buy like a certificate? Redeemed for one sin? Man, that's dope. Are we doing a reformation here? Maybe. I didn't know that this was contextual to Martin Luther. I mean, I'm not a history buff. I don't know tons about that time. Oh, you can buy it for dead relatives too? So the church both says how much you're sinning, and then they also sell you the solution to those sins. It was medieval Twitter blue. You get to wear a special hat. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Oh. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. Haha, no. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus. Or is it Ficino? I don't know. 15th century Italian priest and humanist. One of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He's known for his translations of works of Plato into Latin. Alright. And everyone in between and yet to come. Got real intelligent on our hands. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, Did you earn your doctorate? Oh. Oh, what's going on here? What? Why did it become somebody else's writing? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but I didn't finish. Oh, it's different now. Huh. Does that mean he's sized me up? He's changing the way that he's behaving? It's more similar to my font. Does this mean he's putting on airs? I think so. Maybe he's like trying to sound more educated? Huh. What's your area of study? Definitely not theology, based on some of the decisions I've already made. It just doesn't feel like probably imperial law. I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. I never had much interest in the subject, honestly, a bit dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who's studied the nonsense than learn it myself. You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Moritz Rothvogel. Oh. Perched as dogs, tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. The rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? Yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? What the heck is that? The trivium and quadrivium represent the lower and upper divisions of a classic liberal arts university education. Latin, grammar, logic, and rhetoric form the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy form the quadrivium. Cool. Do you have a favorite subject? If I'm a hedonist, I feel like it would make sense that I'm a skilled orator. The art of persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. I assumed you studied the Greeks and Romans both. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. True, we have less use for public discourse and senators in the Roman Republic. Exactly. The doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but move the mind towards Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid. Though I suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true. Rhetoric is also an art, and like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. That's the smartest defensive clickbait I've ever heard. There are people that it's interesting because this still happens. There are people who the goal is just to get people's attention. Like there are people who invent clickbait and video game rumors and shit because all to them winning is just figuring out how to manipulate people into believing it. Just testing the audience and seeing what happens. And then the score is how high the upvotes get or how widely it gets shared. A good speech is not just a tool of persuasion. Yeah, I guess I always thought that the goal of rhetoric was to inspire action. Did not consider that good rhetoric has value unto itself. That's what Plato hated, or at least disliked. Orators. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I talked previously about having a sort of baked-in resentment. It was in regards to award shows, but I have sort of a baked-in resentment of people at their like political and emotional when it's about like vibe and clique and group and tribalism and just like all that genetic junk that's still kind of rattling around in the human experience. I feel like that's what rhetoric, that's the world it lives in. It's all about like tweaking people's fears and talk and like triggering their insecurities and manipulating their hopes and dreams. There's an art to it for sure, but there is something that is, to me, it's regrettable. It's an unfortunate aspect, not one that I necessarily share. But yeah, it gets back to allegory of the cave. I think so. If your goal is to find truth, then it almost seems like that's the opposite of truth. That's not truth. That's human invented truth. That's accepting the boundaries of your own brain. That's accepting the erratic natures of your own lizard synapses firing off. So it's accepting them so much that you trust them to tell you how to do it to others, versus just finding and discovering truth and sharing it. The message being powerful for truth's sake, not for craft's sake. Anyway. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. Well put. And your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? Ah, I get to pick something else, huh? Perception is the limits by which we exist. Blah, blah, blah. Fancy. Matrix. I want to go with this. Why not? I love studying the natural world, my lord. Both the animals, a dove, and the wild spaces around us. I wonder if there's any association with when and why the typos appear. I wonder if it denotes, like, nervousness. But I don't know. Interesting to find out. Formerly, I studied astronomy, as much astronomy as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned from both the Arabs and the Greeks. True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we can see within the celestial sphere. What began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world may help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness, learning about plants and animals. Really? Did the libraries of Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. A pharmacopoeia, or book for creating compound medicines, written by Pedanius Dioscorides, a Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army. The 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. Ugh, it's terrifying. I don't want medicine information that's like 10 years old. Can't imagine a doctor applying medical knowledge from 500 years ago. Surely there's more that we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. Beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Curacao at all? My family have been patrons of Curacao for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Curacao had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. This is as good a place as any to create art. Certainly, though I'm sure you miss the comforts of Nuremberg when you're stuck in a drafty old abbey like this. I'll get back there soon enough. I'm in no rush. That's good for me since I still appreciate the Abbey's work. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gurno a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist, well, the venerable Brother Piero. Ah, look at him. His little beard. Oh, I can't wait to meet him. Hey, Barnes. Welcome. How venerable. He still has his wits and skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And then I very much look forward to seeing it. I did not pick Scoundrel Andreas this time. Wait, the game has a head slider in the options? Really? Nikolaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. Pierre looks high as fuck. Good for him. I can't imagine being old in the 1400s and like knowing nothing about chiropractic or like physical therapy. Just having muscles that are locked up and that's just it. Your body just doesn't work. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Oh, he doesn't seem happy to be here. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. What is this? Ah. Ooh, Hail to the York has redeemed a VIP or ban. Dangerous, deadly, energetic, diversified. Before I hit this button to determine the fate of York, I want to thank you for watching this stream. As long as you have. It takes, I think, about 2 years to save up for that. And yet it'll all be over so fast. And in a way that is statistically likely to end in something very tragic and terrible. It's, in fact, the most likely outcome. So, just something to think about. All right, let's see what happens. That sucks. I didn't want this. I don't think anybody wanted it. I actually pretty sure nobody wanted it. I can't say that, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, that we do. It is 80% chance to be banned, 20% chance to get VIP. That is the only way to get VIP here. But I'm gonna have to make the odds even worse. Soon, but not today. What I have to do in the meantime, though, is ban Hail to the York for an entire hour. Which I have done. Timed out. For a whole hour. There's no reason to do it. But I do it. I mean, there is a reason, and it's that I have to. My hands are bound. By society. The church closed most of them centuries ago. Well, thank you, York. Thank you very much for watching the stream enough and submitting yourself for that terrible, terrible outcome. But then, Kearsarge is a place out of time in more ways than one. Huh. You know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Here's the man. Here's the hoss. You must be Father Gurno. I am Lords, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. I'd have to find. What is it? What kind of voice does this sound like? It just looks like it sounds like a harpsichord to me. That's all I hear when I look at this text, is a harpsichord just kind of plunking in the corner of a room, like chamber music. If all you did was watch and nothing more with no sub, it would take 84 days of watch time to get enough channel points. Okay. That's a long time. I don't know if I streamed that much in a single year. 84 days? I wonder if anyone has never come back after being banned through VIP or ban. I mean, there's some people who never talk in chat but have redeemed that thing. And then I, like, ban them. And then they continue to not talk in chat. So that may have been... That may qualify. I don't know if they've left or not. Sorry, there was just like a weird bump on my nose. If you say so, I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord. No, that's not right. I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Well, yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Do you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Violent Venom, thank you for the sub. Andreas! I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the Scriptorium now! Why are you taking this out on me? He's not my problem. He's so pissed. Shit. I should have asked him about the advance for Gertner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthian to pay me early. Or Matthew, excuse me. Ooh, look at this guy. This dude looks awesome. Find a way to get paid. Man, amen. Phew. The room noise in here is really interesting. Bless you, Master Mela. Oh, God bless you. How goes your work in the Scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the Saffron Wait. Saffron Agnes... The Saffron Agnes Steinauer? Steinaurian. Oh, there she is. Received yesterday. Oh, what? Saffron? Really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. So many nuns. Maybe you can convince Prior Berenic, maybe. Berenic to get some for your yellows. Oh, good to know. Ooh. Are you in need of any herbs or flowers? I could pick some up for you on my next trip through the meadow. Oh, don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later. Until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Satya one of these days. Who's that? Oh, no time. Ah, feverfew. I always smell so fresh. That and the juices are especially good for hangovers. I'm a pretty big fan of like labeling the dialogue based on the skill that is the reason you're seeing it. Pet. Mausfanger. Aw, kitty. Very good. Absolutely very, very good. Sister Gertrude. Sister Gertrude. There she is. Sister Gertrude's really adorable. Bryson stores all of her herbs here. It must smell awesome in there. It's a really cute kitty. Painting of Hildegard. Hildegard of Bingen, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Ah. Then Hildegard of Bingen was a Benedictine abbess, visionary mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical composition to medicine. All right. All right, all right, all right. The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders, men at least. No funny business going on here. Not in the 1500s. Nobody had sex until 1970. Cecilia.
God bless you, Andreas.
God bless you, Mother Cecilia.
There's something I can help you with.
I noticed that when you took the sisters, I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron.
What concern of it is What concern of it is yours?
You said much in saying nothing.
And I will now say even less. Good day, Andreas.
Damn. Shut down. Yeah, we do. I've always liked that song. I'll talk to Matilda. What's up, Matilda?
Bless you, Master Mailer.
Sister Matilda, how are you doing?
Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary to perform our work.
Ah, forgive me. Sorry to bother you.
Thank you, Master Mailer.
Oh, buttoned up. Gotta pet the cat again, though. Rage, yeah, I'm enjoying the game. It seems like the kind of game you get really lost in. All the conversations are really interesting, kind of arresting. There's a lot of individual charm baked into the characters. I think the art and the writing work really well together. Like the way that people are just shaped in the way they look and the way they animate. Hello, Florian.
God bless you, Andreas.
Brother Florian, how are you?
The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately?
Yes, quite recently. Why?
I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna. Bologna. Soon, I'm quite interested in it.
Bologna.
Oh. Sai l'Italiano? L'Italiano?
Oh, can you read Italian?
Ah, no, little Italian and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time.
I'm sure he'll make time. He's a patient teacher.
That he is. I'll see you later, Andreas.
Till then.
Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Stein-Arian with some help from Sister Gertrude.
Every time the text erases and switches, it feels like something very exciting just happened. I'm excited for that to have a lot more weight for the story and the characters. There's going to be some pretty amazing reveal moments using that mechanic, I think. Hello, Rudiger.
God bless you, Andreas.
Has your voice recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger?
Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice.
Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter.
Exactly. Have a good day in the Scriptorium.
Have a good day singing. No, 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 no.
Victime Pascali laude.
Yay!
Immolant Christiani. Agnus redemit oves. Christus innocens patri. Reconciliavit peccatores. Mos et vita duello conflixere mirando. Dux vitae mortus regnat vivus. Dic nobis Maria, qui vidis in via, sepulcrum Christi viventis, et gloriam vidi resurgentis. Angelicos testes, sundarium et vestes, surrexit Christus spes mea, precedit suos in Galileam. Ciemos Christum surrexisse, a mortuis vere, nobis victor rex miserere. Amen.
Amen, brother. Oh, hey, it's the guy I have to ask about the money. Oh, look at you, little guy. Look at you. Your little glasses. That was great.
God bless you, Andreas.
How was the sacristy? Okay. How was the sacristy today, Matthew?
Same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mailer?
No, I was just being friendly.
I go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you.
Oh, one more thing. I have a favor to ask you.
Yes, Andreas?
Give me my pay. Just pay me. Pay me. I was hoping you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early.
This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gurnall. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before.
I only have a few pages left, Brother Matthew. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway.
But I think you can wait a few days to collect your wages. This Abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble, not only for Curacao, but for Tassing as well.
Oh. Time to bust out the rhetoric. The matter is pressing, Brother Matthew. For the love of another Christian, I beg you to make an exception.
Very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andreas Mailer. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gurnall of Prior... and Prior Ferenc.
Manipulated his ass, exactly. I manipulated his base nature. I could not convince him through empirical means that this was the superior outcome. Plato would be so ashamed. I actually don't know Plato that well. Thank you, Brother Matthew. Ka-ching!
God bless you, Andreas.
All right, I got my payment. I can give Claire the rent early. I'll give it to her directly to make sure she receives it. Yeah. Now, I feel like I don't even trust leaving money anywhere for somebody now. But back in the day, who knows? Oh, Sabat, what's up? God give you health, Master Mailer. Brother Sabat, I'm surprised to see you still here. As am I, but I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. What's that? Reading of the bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the Papal Schism. It's also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian Jan Hus. Oh, we don't say his name. We don't say his name anymore. Will you remain in Rome? Jan Hus was burned? Damn, okay. They got him. It is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mailer, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I've only made it as Sarfouth. I've almost made it as far south as Florence. I've only made it as far south as Florence. But I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these. But I've had kind words with the baker and his wife. Ah, yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. He seems so stern. She needs... What a kind expression. Hey, Maybay. I am having a wonderful evening. This game is delightful. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Brett seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I can certainly make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. Look at me, making plans. Upper Abbey. Oh. I never actually did make it to the Scriptorium, huh? But I want to see if I can leave and pay that rent. Script's gonna be there later. Whatever. I think it was actually the other way. No, it wasn't. Okay. Good news. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Oh. Please, Claire, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. But Andreas, how did you ever find so much coin? Are you sure that you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Don't worry about me, Claire. I'll be fine. Oh, well, if you're sure. Thank you, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. Happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. Bless you. God bless you. Till later. I really like that there's no, like, There's really no explicit, like, progress system. There's no leveling. There's no meter that filled up. Alright, well, let's get to work. Gotta put in a shift at the Scriptorium. Oh, I should probably tell Klaus I'm not gonna make it. Never mind. I can't. It's just Christian! It's the Christian thing to do! Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to get to the Scriptorium. Pretty sure it's down here. I can go through the cemetery. I'll just have to hold my breath so the ghosts don't get inside of me. Apple trees have only started to bloom. It'll be months before they bear fruit. Oh no. That's really haunted. What's going on with that? Monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Okay. Old Bailey. Alright, now what? Get closer, I know it. There's a doorway that goes right to the Scriptorium. There it is. Who's ready to write? There's my guy. Hey, Piero.
Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you.
Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well.
I don't like this weather. My bones ache. Means a storm's coming.
Big Your Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming.
Brother Adok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming.
Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel.
Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adok?
I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his insufferable or ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down.
Oh, they're already bickering. I'm not taking a side here. I like watching them bicker. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose this means Prior Fernick is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rothvogel had arrived and he hurried out like a little mouse. Fernick is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel, it's pathetic.
You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior, only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful.
Oh no, Baron Rothvogel, his manuscript. I just realized he'll want to see his manuscript. How silly of me, of course that's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits.
Oh, jeez. What's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else.
Andreas, Baron Rothvogel's not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Kirsah is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention.
Well, if Prior Fernick isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Dr. Buttlips, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that, Dr. Buttlips. Thank you very much. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Inder Mauer manuscript. Yes, I do need to do that. I remember that now. What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Inder Mauer manuscript. The Book of Hours. Type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations.
Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What? No, because I was dreaming about you. Liar. Can I just get the book? It's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? No, why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? Isn't writing books your job? Oh shit, it's green. Sister Illuminata! What the fuck? I would look like that too if I got screamed at every time somebody needed a book. Jeez. Andreas needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me. Andreas. Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Endermauer manuscripts of the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. What's with all these colors now? Oh, because... Is it because, like, I'm in the Scriptorium and they have access to different colors? Hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? What's up, brother?
Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming?
Of course, your opinion is always welcome.
Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene.
It doesn't feel right. I don't know why.
It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work.
Brother, you know I don't like doing more work than I have to.
I'm not saying you should do more work, but suggesting that there should be more of yourself in the work.
I didn't know there was room for me in here.
It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent?
It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter.
Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gurno.
What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted.
But it is not the way November is. Art is an illusion, storytelling. But in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth.
It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth.
Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will you say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? You need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of an old monk. There's no place for the monastic Scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time.
Why is that? Why has Kirsau kept this up for so long?
Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of boons of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people will be able to write. More will be able to read, and in so doing be brought to truth.
Damn. Don't you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write, anyone being able to read anything?
There's danger, of course, but printers are already here. We cannot roll back the wheel of time. It is left to you and the generations who follow to be good and responsible stewards for those yet to come. The rest is in God's hands.
Deep. This dude would have had a hell of a Twitter account.
Ah, whence has the time gone? It's already tears.
9 a.m.? What? That. One of the little hours of prayer. Terse precedes mass and the chapter meeting.
Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness in not honoring the rule.
It's the rule. The rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia, the book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides principles for living a monastic life. So it's like the game.
Till later, Andreas.
Until later. Oh, he's so cute with his gnarled hands.
Yeah.
Ooh. Whoopsie. Oh, here comes this guy. He's shifty. Look at how shifty he. Changing some shit. Looking at his notes. What's going on in here? Huh? What? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint onto the floor. And then Prior Furnick came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut? Prior Furnick should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he's on edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the Scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Not valid? Wait, you sound angry. You should not interpret my disappointment as anger. You should also understand where it is directed. It is ultimately my fault, but it's my responsibility to be more vigilant about what books you could take from the library. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What's all this fuss about Lawrence Rothvogel? Why is Prior Furnick so nervous? Who was Lawrence? Oh yeah, that guy, right. Lawrence? I didn't know you were so familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the Prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he will have paid enough to keep the Abbey. He will have paid and he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Yeah. Well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. I understand, but there's rarely a time when I am in the Scriptorium and the brothers are not present. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. For the good of the Abbey? Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the Scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for, find them, and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid? Aenos. The heroic tale of Aenos. All the journeys of Aenos. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They're not his to keep. Give me back my books. Oh! A fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. These volumes were old even when Piero started making the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Oh, that's so cool. Hold on. Get my shit out of the way. He's like walking into the illustrations. Aenos chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Or Dido, excuse me. Do you think Aenos' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations. Brother Pierre takes his more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. You women do. Oh, geez. Let's see what I think about that. Let's dive into my brain. Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? Oh, look at that. He's exaggerating. It's fine. Right? Oh, no. Right. Oh, God. Don't do it. Oh, I can show her how erudite I am by mentioning the treasure of the city of ladies. Oh, this is going to impress her for sure. Yes! I can't wait for her to dunk on my ass. She'll be impressed, I know it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Am I gonna... Oh, no. I'm gonna actually her and then also show off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Surely it's not that dire. How would you know, Andreas? How could you? I thought I was about to show off. Maybe I'm just gonna get immediately dunked. Men are not sorted with the same sieve of life as women are. There are fewer places where we fit. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun? Ah. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun. It is our lot. Suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry. For men. Now the books, if you please. They're just standing there, just mad. Someone just got feminismed. Thank you. Next, Wretched Garin. This is a printed copy, green cover, diamond pattern. Chivalric romance written by Andrea de Barberino in the early 15th century. Titular character rises from impoverished origins to go on to heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Originally published as a manuscript, it enjoyed greater success as a printed book. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adok was reading it. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to... Amedea. Okay. Amadea Rusco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for the Benedictine monks. The baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, and lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Garin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictine should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. What's the harm? Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? It's time to show off. It's time to finally show off my large brain. In truth, it's unlikely you'd be considered liable under Bavarian law. Oh, are you a legal scholar as well as an artist? Well, actually, I did study law at university. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. The book, please. Yeah, right. Points not earned. Points denied. There's only one book left until then, or then you will be freed from bondage. Dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. But he had a different name. Oh, there you are. Now that I think about it, Guy has been guarded, always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this anyway? Huh. Maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Mailer. One the previous abbot tolerated in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It's not my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? Hold on. Get out of the way of the camera again. 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gurnell learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Ooh. Well, I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? Read it and become a French heretic. It's not funny, I'm serious. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. Oh. Propose a compromise. I'll take the book from the Abbey far away. I'll be gone by the time Father Gurnell asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. Oh. Feels right enough in my heart for both of us? Uh-oh. Does this mean I can't do it? Offered to help Illumina. Oh, I wasn't enthusiastic enough. Offered unsolicited legal advice and then explained your legal education. It shows the double down. Bad and then worse. So good. Okay. I don't think so. That doesn't even make any sense. If I hadn't actually her so hard. I appeal to your duty as the librarian of this abbey to not destroy this book. My duty is to God and to the vows I made, to the rule. Uh-oh. What about the librarian's rule, the rule to protect books? No, you just made that up. That's right. Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. More sound than the condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris? I mean, who are you going to trust, them or me? It's like maybe eliminating one at a time or something? Failure. Thank you for making my decision so easy. Oh, shit. Did you leave university voluntarily or were you expelled? Fine, take it. I understand your frustration, but this is for the best, Andreas. Thank you. I thought I was good at rhetoric. Now then, Baron Rothvogel, quickly though. I need to finish up here soon. Okay. He seemed unusually... Wait, hold on. I only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. Okay. I love that the thought bubble is how the game passes game information to you about like the choices you pick and their implications. I feel like knowing the history of his interactions with the Abbey is the most important. But I'm just most personally curious why he was so friendly to me particularly, so I'm gonna ask this. He seemed unusually friendly with me. I don't understand it, honestly. The Baron is quite wealthy, quite educated, and he loves fine art. I think it's clear why he enjoys your company. Most of his peers don't share his passion for modern thinking, nor are they as interested in art. You are a rare thing, Andreas Mailer, an artist with a university education. He may not be of high birth, but whatever the Baron's faults may be, he chooses to fraternize with common people, sometimes with unpleasant consequences. Does he have a bastard? What, did he get involved with someone in the town? I only know rumors. A simple argument between the Baron and a man. It became violent. Oh. Who's lucky? Oh yeah, the guy that was screaming earlier. Did Baron Rothvogel kill someone? No, I don't believe so, but he gave someone a savage beating, again, if rumors are to be believed. Should I be concerned for my safety, sister? I can't say. I don't know Baron Rothvogel much more than you do, Andreas. But there is an inherent danger in walking in the shadow of a powerful man. Just be careful. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Wait, how will you get to the church if you can't enter the Scriptorium? I thought this was the only door into the library. We are standing in the oldest part of the Abbey, and like any old place, it has its share of secrets. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. Eat! That's the bell for Sext. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working at the guest house below the Abbey. I thought I was gonna have, I was gonna eat at the abbot's table tonight. 'Cause I made friends with a noble. I actually gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. Hey everybody. Hope you're all having a good evening so far. Let's see. I feel like I want to learn the layout of this place because I'm kind of taking some weird turns. No, that is how you leave. Okay, you do have to go through a more direct way. I guess through the Abbot house? No, that's pretty backwards. All right. Time for supper. Probably gonna be like bread and cheese and like some kind of like thin liquid that's a little bit brown that I dip the bread into.
Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy?
Not really. What are you doing?
Mind your own business.
I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue.
You're nothing but a snoop and a windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
All right. It's interesting because, yeah, just doing like drive-by antagonism on people is not good. Because they remember it later when you want something from them. I'll be with you, Andreas. All right, Nicholas. Oh yeah, Otto, what's up? Good day, Master Mailer. Oh, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message. Afternoon, Andreas. Otto, Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. All right. Yes! Bread and cheese. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts for which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 How'd the morning treat you? Not too bad, thanks. I hurt my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. It's not that bad of an injury. It just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to work here when it suits him. Galls? A parasitic growth which develops on oak trees, caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscripts? I had no idea that's what galling was. Huh. Pears, thank you very much for the cheer. I do like how much socializing with the townsfolk monks is such a huge part of this game. Yeah, like you have to be on good terms with people for them, I assume, for them to tell you things later. So just like navigating the game with social grace and not antagonizing people pointlessly is like how you get where you want to go. Look more about rhetoric and stuff. Select food item to eat. You have to do it at the same time. You have to tear a little piece of cheese off and put it on the bread, and then you can bite it off the bread. I guess that means cheese first. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the Abbey. Hey, Winter Knight. Thank you very much for the sub. Casting pilgrim's badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Want the crumb. Alright, I'll take the bread. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rothvogel in the meadows on your way up here. What's that all about? Oh, I used the wrong voice. He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. He was, though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. What kind of misgivings? That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years ago. Old Rannig, may he rest in peace. Oh, here we go. Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? You can sense my inherent moral quality, Otto. I love, like, this game's good because somehow sarcasm reads through text. The tactical use of name here really drives home the tone. But I go with this one. It said, Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of other things. He's well educated. Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. It's not envy, Andreas. No one should get away with what he does, what this Abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books the Abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. Huh. No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord. I don't know the abbot yet. I haven't met him. Whatever, I'm gonna go for it. Ah, no! Oof. Otto, did you see that the Bowers sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence and he probably did a bad job at it. Who's Martin? Oh, yes, that's right, that little shit. What a good feature that is. I'm so much more a face person than a name person. So, man, not only is that just functionally, like, it just helps people with different brains, but it also totally matches the style of the game because it shows the illustration, like, in the style of the game. And it would be in the border, it would be, like, in the margins of a text anyway. So badass. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or his child. Wait, are we talking about Martin? On top of that, he's a damned thief. And before you say it, Andreas, that's more than just gossip. Look at him over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he could steal with the least amount of effort. That is, I thought he was just like a... I thought he was just a little turd. Yeah, he's a kid. So wait, he has a wife and kid? Did I read that correctly? He's just a boy. He still has time to change. I've never known a thief to change, but maybe his responsibilities will make a man out of him. Ugh. Speaking of the Bower sheep, their ewes are short, and women will be spinning it soon. Wait. Their ewes are short, and the women will be spinning it soon, Otto. I got it, Andres. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. What, does he want a new sweater? Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right. I'll catch up in a moment, Andres. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Ava for me if you get a chance. Oh? Oh? Ooh. Ava, huh? Well chosen, Otto. Andreas, don't. Just tell her hello for me and keep out of it. Of course, of course. I should return to work in the Scriptorium. Until later. That look. Don't. Just fuck. You're just like, I just need you to not be you. All you have to do is just not do the thing you do. One time for me, please. As just a gift, a special favor. But I see that twinkle in your eye, goddammit, I do. Alright, Martin. I understand more about you now. You got a wife at home. You got a ball and chain. The old battle axe. Hey. What's going on over here? Sol Yakul, thank you for the sub. God bless you, Andreas. Hello, Brother Matthew. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Kirsau's sacrist? Yeah, sacrist. I attended the shrine of St. Moritz. St. Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legends state he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. Cool. Praying to get levied by the Lord so I can travel 100 miles to get my limbs chopped off. I farm corn. Whoops, my herbs are gone. Guess I'll just die then. That's life. Man. And I'm blessed to live in a time when I can play video games that are a whimsical recreation of that time. Among many others. I got to drive a rocket car earlier. How cool is that? He is not the patron of Tassing and Kirsau both, so it is my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept whenever I visit. I always leave inspired. I should be nice. He did me a huge favor earlier. The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. Yeah, Matthew really did me a solid earlier, so I can't razz him too much. You're familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been so focused on my masterpiece, I've never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. Oh, he's going to be so disappointed in me. He gave me a paycheck early and I'm about to disappoint him. That dude has a spoon in his hat. Hold on, you can't see it. Check that out. He's got a spoon in his hat. The old hat spoon. Looks like it's going through his hat. Spoon hat. Been so focused on my masterpiece, I never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. Well, you ought to learn something about... Oh. Well, you ought to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here. Just this little dude with his stupid glasses staring up at you. You need to go on the tour. You ought to. It's only proper. I can't be. I got to. He helped me out. Apparently, there were 4 relics circulating around Europe, all claiming to be the foreskin of Jesus. When Jesus was... When... No one... No one knew he was Jesus when it happened, right? I guess theoretically, Mary knew that. Yeah, why would they keep it? Like, they didn't know. So it's just, some dude was just like, "Oh my gosh, that was Jesus!" And then he goes like into his. He goes in. He fumbles out. He like unlocks his shed. He opens it up, and there's just racks and racks and racks, just like dated and coded. He's like, "Oh my God, what day was that? Oh, December 25th." He's like, flipping 0. Okay, hold on. December 25th. All right. And he's like, whoosh, like a whole rack comes out. They're just all on little hooks. He's like, I got it. I got it. We're going to be rich. We're going to be rich. Oh. What would you do, though? What would you do? You just start telling people? They're like, yeah, fuck off, bro. You go to like the bar. Everyone, I got it. The story starts like, okay, so you know how I've been saving all the foreskins, right? Sorry, what? So I'm saving all the foreskins, and it turns out that one of them... Oh, hold on. You do what now? All right, let me learn about this saint or whatever. St. Moritz got his hand chopped off. It's a bit different. St. Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn, he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean his legion? Would that mean he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen and led a legion made entirely of Christians into Bavaria. There's that. Powerful duchy in southeastern Holy Roman Empire, east of Swabia, and north of Tyrol. Essingen, Kirsau, set in the extreme south of the duchy near the border with Tyrol. All right. Okay. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Cassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. St. Moritz came here? Indeed. He and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the townfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. Oh. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits. Moritz and his legion were saved by those miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. This all sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? Our Lord rose from the dead, Master Mailer. Nothing is too great for him to accomplish. So where's the spring anyway? I attend to the shrine in the monastery, Master Mailer. Perhaps the Lord will reveal that knowledge to you. Perhaps. Until later, brother.
God bless you, Andreas.
Weird little guy. Hello, Carl. Oh, hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. Went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long. Now I need to catch up. Your dedication to St. Moritz is impressive. Oh well, truth be told, I'd only started going to the shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. Her mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz. Hand? Oh, right. The hand. Literal hand. I've been paying visits to Morit's Hand and Satya's shrine to pray for their aid. Oh, damn. Damn! Am I gonna blaspheme? What are these bloodborne fellas over here? Nah, I can't be too our atheism. I hope the saints hear your prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. What am I doing? I had lunch. Back to the Scriptorium. All right. Oh, Violator. Yeah, I'm currently doing a giveaway through Capital One. They have a shopping app that they're getting out there. It's basically kind of like Honey. It's free to install. Installing it enters you into a giveaway, and the more people that install it, the bigger the giveaway is. So it's worth the install even if you feel like getting rid of it right away, because you still get entered into a giveaway, and you make the giveaways better for everyone. Can I go through the dorm? Kind of. Really? Does Capital One appreciate that you call their app like Honey? I mean, they probably just appreciate installs. I think they appreciate a good sales pitch. Brother Adok, this work I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Pryor, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have talent, praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Pryor. I will work harder. Slippery Doodah, thanks for the sub. You have to be in the US to enter. So, no, technically. The giveaway is worldwide. But you do have to appear to be digitally in North America to install the app. So if you have a way to appear to be in the US, you can download the app, enter the giveaway, and you're good. That's it. Oh, Sneaky, my response to the Bethesda statement is pretty muted. It feels like they said exactly what they needed to say to defend themselves legally. And they didn't say any more, and they didn't say anything less. They maybe said a little more. I mean, it's nice that they're getting their employees back so hard. And they're also, like, just trying to kind of... It seemed like it was de-escalation to me. Yeah, it was a corporate textbook response, I thought. But it was good. It didn't take any shots, I didn't think. It didn't, like, try to escalate anything. It didn't ask for more attention or more heat, so I appreciated that. Everything about the statement seemed to only, like, address the minimum they needed to address, make sure that everyone knew that they got their guys back, and just, like, basically, like, remind everybody that they don't really have the full story, which is true. But, you know, they can't... I kind of called Nick a straight-up liar. Yeah, I don't know. They can't go public with any statement other than that. They really can't. Because if they give any wiggle room, then legally, I feel like, I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like that's what happens, is when it goes legal, then it's 100%. Like, no, there's nothing about that's true. Everything is wrong. Because I feel like if you even kind of verbally give up a little bit of ground, it can be played upon in court. So it's always like, once it gets to that level, all statements have to be extreme. That's just a theory, though. I'm not a lawyer. Anyway. Hero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical.
Oh, he's going for it. Holy shit.
Excuse me, Prior Ferenc. I keep Ferenc. Why do I say? Excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is made. Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of the Scriptorium, and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow. You are insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferenc is right.
Oh shit, here he comes. Oh yeah, I saw it on Twitter, Head Full of Fire. There's really not a whole lot. Like, you could probably just guess what's in it, for the most part.
Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yes. It is, my lord. I can explain. No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity toward Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story?
Oh, Loof, thank you for being a lawyer. When you make any public declaration, it could be used as an admission in court proceedings. They have to be crafted very carefully. You also need to leave no room for interpretation. That's the impression that I've gotten. I always try to sometimes I realize that I'm verbally getting out of my lane. So that's usually when I try to couch my my statements in my own ignorance. But yes, that's my understanding. I've learned quite a bit from Stephanie, who works in, communications. That there's a machine. Like, communications is every bit as important as everything else. There's a lot going on there. Or not. Oh, this rain sound is really cozy, though. But yeah, now when people make statements in situations like this, I definitely think more in terms of like, oh shucks, oh no, no. We were missing the candle this whole time. But yeah, I definitely just when like companies do or say anything now, it's not what they're saying, it's why are they choosing to say this now. That's always the more interesting question. Okay. No, of course not, my lord, never. We can fix this, of course, of course. We only want to accommodate you. He's gonna look at my shit. Andreas, good to see you again. Ooh. Gotta be prim. I don't want my fucking priors coming down on my ass. My lord. Father Gurno, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your concern? No, I'm not talking about the script, that's fine, but the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course. I mean, if Andreas is all right with it. Interesting choices. My masterpiece. I think USA law is closer to Quebec because of French origin than British law. Huh. Boy. You guys are legally sparring in ways far beyond my mind. It takes the pressure off Brother Piero. I'd be delighted to complete the work. There we have it. I hope this always allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Rabbit, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord.
Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Ooh. Okay, now it comes down to this. I mean, the Drucker family will understand. It's a noble. You gotta do it, right? We can just have dinner tomorrow. All they did was sit around for 4 hours and chop wood. Tomorrow's as good as today. Say nothing. Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny any additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yeah, yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for spooper. I look forward to it. Yes. That dude's so smarmy. Look at him. The Druckers can wait. Exactly. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the bear this morning when you ambushed him in town. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Prior Frank is right, of course. No wonder we don't get any more commissions. Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? God. Do I go in? Do I go in on him? Look at him. Look at him scowling at me. If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Frank. Brothers! If you please, Sister Zdena. And I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. Sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. That was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Get my Vespers. Supper at the abbot's table. Get to eat good food tonight. Something that doesn't have mold on it. Oh, do I get to snoop in the book? I wonder what Prior Frank was doing with this book. In the library of the University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it Pax. Huh, I wonder if that's where Frank is from. Doctor of Theology of Georgiev Gran. Yeah. Did Frank steal this? Oh. Book. Ah, the Speculum Astronomae. Albertus Magnus's Defense of Astrology. Ah, if you ever need a legal explanation for Inside Games, I'd be more than happy to help. Maybe. I actually have, there's another person who is a lawyer that I sometimes consult for legal matters. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. That'd be great. Always good to know more people that are educated in different fields so that I can always gut check stuff. Sloppy Bookhand couldn't have been produced by an Abbey of note. Oh. That's definitely Frank's handwriting between the lines and in the margins. Be notating the text for his personal use? In any case, it's a thorough commentary. Oh. What's this? It looks scribbled. Not like Frank to be so sloppy. He didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Ooh. Tried this game and it's not for you? Really wanted to like it? Love the style? Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't click. Nothing to be ashamed about. Greek to be sure. ODBCGOEXU. Oof. Doesn't make any sense. It's not even a word, just a jumble of letters. Must be some kind of cipher. What's the key? Suppose I'll figure it out in due time. I'll copy this all down for reference later. Nice. Where is the tape? Oh.
Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Well, the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us.
That's a shame. I always enjoy our talks.
Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the Abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter.
Ah. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman. I could get used to this. Anyways, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating.
Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave us at Curacao Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence the Baronroth Vogel to help you in your career.
Aw. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so.
Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will write over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside.
Yeah, he's so nice. He's got to get killed, right? Okay, I washed up. Should I go tell? I feel like I should go tell the other crew that I'm not going to make it to dinner. I wanted to do that earlier, but I wonder if they'll let me go back, you think? Oops. These pigs. Might be late. You think? I feel like I don't know if time passes like that, but it might. All right, fine. I'll go to the refectory. Ooh, everybody's nomming down. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gano, Father Thomas, Prior Ferenc.
Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, Son of the living God."
Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful.
Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it."
Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Some, yes.
"I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven." Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah.
Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gurneau, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Yeah, that gets awkward. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail. My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? Oh man, he's going for it. Oh man, this is like bringing up how capitalism is the cause of all of your life's problems at Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone's got to study up on that, by the way. You've all got to read your Karl Marx before Thanksgiving Day, so that you can start dropping bombs at the dinner table. You either have to like, you have to do some like all labor belongs to everybody shit, or taxation is theft, and just like keep saying that and hammering the table with your hand. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Oh boy. Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Oh boy. I'm gonna take the... Yeah, here we go. Let's think about this. Boy, he's really putting me in a difficult position. Alright, I'm going to defer to the man's table. I must respect Father Abbott's wishes at his table, my lord. And to Andreas, I expected more of you. Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father, it's your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. Oh. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous. Outrageous. How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Taciae. You cannot accept what the future will bring. Perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so that I can speak to the brothers and chat this chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I'm okay. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Man, ruined dinner for everyone.
Don't worry about Father Gurneau and the Baron. I'm sure it will be all fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself.
I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven.
Think on Matthew, Andreas. Our forgiveness should come like God's love, freely, without condition. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay for everyone's sake.
Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas?
Ha! That is for younger and wiser men than for me to decide. I And just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son.
This walking animation is so cute. I should get some sleep. I'm just a wonk. Huh. The lamp's still burning in the guest house. Lawrence must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. And what was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. Huh. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertners. That's not the way to do it, though. And we've all had days where we're just a wonk. A wonky little guy. Huh? Ah! Are you all right, Master Mailer? Did you see that in the aqueduct? The ghost? Yeah! It could be a Roman, maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. I don't think it was a ghost. Fair enough. Well, I think I found Johann's long-lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mailer. Yeah, I will. Thank you, too, Till. Huh, well, we got ghosts. How about that? Ah, no! Uh-oh. Pale horse, still on the floor. Hello? Are you all right in there? Mateens. Wait, what? Oh. Pale horse. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now?
Yes, you are here with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. Imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she all right? She is, yes. Sister Amelie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. This music is awesome. I'm really enjoying this. A portent, perhaps. A potent portent. A happening. What is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? She is an anchoress? A religious hermit, so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kirsau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine Abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literata. I wrote down her visions to help interpret them. I thought all the monks and nuns at Kirsau could read, even poor brother Volkbert. I haven't seen him yet.
Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now.
Oh. That became like Thomas's writing. Of course, sister. She seems unhappy. She is not unhappy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. He does these little squigglies on his P's. Maybe it's like the moment when somebody's future or their fate gets controlled by somebody else, that's when their script starts to look like theirs. I mean, it's a statement on how like writing down history can be revised later, and then it effectively changes your perception of what happened in the past. Maybe that's what we're going for here. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Amelie was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh, no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over our thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. That was certainly tone setting, wasn't it? Need some chartreuse to sip on while watching this game. Something made by monks. Like deep beer. Needs to be cold, and you need to be sipping on like a room temperature ultra dark beer. Like a porter or something. Wait, just went to the same place. No. Ooh, Schlau. Pet Schlau. Parmesan cheese, yes. A very dark kind of rye bread and a chunk of cheese. Cheese chunk. Hard cheese. Like a big old Lord of the Rings wedge of cheese. What am I doing? I'm trying to go home, right? The Gertner farm? It's south. I guess farm south is where I'm going, I guess. There we go. Oh, sleep next to the fire. That's so cute. Ooh, what a day. What a day. Getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Put on my nightgown. Woof. Yeah, double arm stretch. Yeah. No? Okay. That's okay. Let me get back to work. Juicy Peach. Thank you for redeeming the gamer stretch. Oh, Ursula's so cute. What scent is the candle? It is Vacation. It's the hang time candle from Wiccan Skull. What was the name of the brand? Yeah. And it smells delightful. Oh, Gary. Okay, I'm gonna do the like backstretch where you kind of do the thing over. Put your arm across your chest basically, and then use your other arm to kind of pull it towards you. I've been getting better at this by actually like really keeping my shoulder down and pulling it straight across instead of like angling it over my pectoral muscle. So Disc, I've just timed you out again because you were asking about it. The rule very explicitly was drop it. Absolutely drop it. Don't ever talk about it again. And if you do, because I keep giving tries, I want to exhaust everything. She's scared about the lightning. Good morning. Need any help with Ursula? No, a little crying won't hurt her. Besides, I think we've gotten almost all the leaks now. Oh yeah, Ava, I was supposed to tell her something. Ursula's my first child, and she's been a handful, but I think I have the hang of it now. Big Jorg has always been a godsend. He helped Christine with Ava when she was a baby. I never took you for a family man, Andreas. I have two older brothers, both married. So there are plenty of nieces and nephews for me to play uncle to. I appreciate the offer. I'll make a fine husband someday. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. It's a game I'd enjoy watching but not playing. That's interesting because it's all text, which makes it a challenging stream game. Farm in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Ooh. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have faith in providence and endure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. Yeah. Speaking of, I gotta take a little food break in a minute here. I couldn't prepare anything more. Ooh, thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help my bro out. He needs a break. Oh, he did. Good, thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks, you too. Good luck. It's like a movie to me. Adventure games don't hit right for me. Okay, makes sense. You good, Ursula? Oh, she's so frowny. What? Oh. Got ad braked. How are you enjoying the game? I'm enjoying it a lot. It's super charming. It's very relaxing. I feel like all the dialogue is very natural and intriguing. It manages to grab your interest through kind of like quirky and believable character interactions. And yeah, the art's really good. The atmosphere is really good. I could see you not liking it if like you just don't like really kind of low stakes, low pace, atmospheric games. But man, it reminds me of games like Forgotten City, where the game is interacting with people and reading and thinking. It's kind of like it's a book experience basically, but a lot of it is visualized. You have the benefit of the visuals and like the audio. Ooh, some storm, huh? Is it always like this? Every year, but the last few have been worse. This is the third time I've had to fix the wall this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls in the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Awesome. I'm really enjoying this. Oh yeah. What is this? Head scale. Nice. May cause some issues? I don't see any. Everything looks fine to me. Hello, Andreas. Good morning, Andreas. Oh, Otto and Ava, huh? Yeah, what about him? Otto has a good eye. Can't fault him for that. I guess. He's a good, strong-willed woman. I'm not a gossip, Andreas. I do not ask this to pour water onto the rumor mill, but for the concern I have for the happiness of my friends. Of course, Andreas. Fancy talk for being nosy. Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit slow about it. Oh? He's old enough already to not be smitten like a boy. They both like each other. Seems to me, if you've found the right person, you should go for it. That's what I would do. Ooh, what stopped you? Well, that's, personal. You can trust me, Andreas. Aren't we friends? That's what the gossipers always say. But we are friends. I can't deny that. I, do hope to find someone to have at my side as we build a family. God has not given me this blessing. Worry not. Could happen at any moment, Andres. Andre, maybe? One hopes so. I must get back to work, Andreas. Enough talk. Until later. I never in real life have the ability to end a conversation like that. Be like, I got something I gotta do. I'll talk to you later. Like, it never seems to end. It just doesn't seem like something you can get away with saying to somebody in real life. Maybe it's tone? It just never seems to come out right. Or rather, thinking about saying it never feels like the right thing to say. You just have to kind of wait. You have to wait for things to, like, just kind of peter out. Anyway, I'm gonna eat a snack. It's snack time. I'm gonna eat a snack, and then, what is it, 6 o'clock? Okay. I want to play like 2 rounds of Vampire Survivors, and then God of War. That's what's gonna happen next. See you soon.